Air America.
To Idahoans, I represent, to my staff, my Senate colleagues, but most importantly, to my wife and my family, I apologize for what I have caused.
Oh, stop.
I am deeply sorry.
No problem.
Having said that, to pursue my legal options as I continue to serve Idaho would be an unwanted and unfair distraction of my job and for my Senate colleagues. Therefore, it is with sadness and deep regret that I announce that it is my intent to resign from the Senate effective September 30th.
He didn't quit. It's his intent to quit. Oh, okay. He's going to hang around a little longer and see, what the Senate bathrooms have to offer. No, this is the weirdest thing. First of all, let's figure this out, okay? The people who carry the moral mantle, the freedom people, the people that believe in personal freedom, kicked him out almost immediately. Larry Craig kicked him out of the Senate almost immediately because they found out that he does some tea dancing in the bathroom, and that would be unacceptable to them because, why? They don't believe in freedom, or because they carry the moral mantle, or, oh, Randy, stop, we're so confused, we're Republicans. Stop with the issues. We like the bumper sticker. They hate us for our freedom. Well, that was pretty free. First of all, I got to tell you, again, I think that what he did in the bathroom was rather cordial. It's, men are just so freaked out about, there may be a homosexual in the bathroom. Oh, guess what? There probably is a homosexual somewhere near you right now. Oh, my God, I'll alert the media. I am the media. And I'm telling you, they're everywhere. Oh, yeah. That's why this world is so fabulous, by the way. But the idea that they kicked him out so fast, and like all weekend long I'm going, why did they kick him out so fast? And Vitter was like calling hookers from the cloakroom, and no one had problems with it. What is that about the moral mantle holders? What is it about that? What, the phone is okay, but the toe tapping in the... Which I find, a little tap of the foot. Listen, if you're not homosexual, you won't know what that means. So you won't respond in kind, see. Gay men who are cruising have bothered to come up with a secret code so you don't have to be involved. I think that's very cordial. I think that's very considerate. I really do. I also think it's a shame that people still have to do this in the bathroom because they are ashamed of who and what they are. It just makes no sense to me, but okay, Larry Craig is a front-running phony. He's in denial. He's an anti-homosexual homosexual. And I love the callers. Well, what if he's bisexual? What does that mean? That he wants to date a fag hag? What does that mean? I don't understand what that means. Well, I like being married, but I want a little on the side, in the bathroom, with toe tapping. He bothered to learn the signal. Come on. But they kicked him out, and they kicked him out so fast. And, of course, they didn't kick out David Vitter. And they didn't kick out Denny Hastert, who chooses to live, not with his wife, no, with his chief of staff. Okay, here we go with the double entendre, right? He chooses to do this. So I just find it really fascinating. And then you start to research Larry Craig's voting record. You start to look at what is it about this. This guy was so upset with the intrusion on people's privacy that he didn't want the warrantless wiretapping. And in 2005, he actually said so. He said that he was more of a Bob Barr Republican, really believing in government being less intrusive into your private life, into your email, into your telephone, into your bathroom habits, which apparently the Republicans have no problem being involved in. Toileting issues. Yeah, run on that, Giuliani. Go ahead. Run on that, Mitt. I can just see Fred Thompson now. I'm a guy that will campaign on toileting issues. Good luck with that. So Bob Barr, one of the most conservative members of the Congress when he served in the House, was leading an increasingly growing, disenchanted group of Republicans who had had enough of Bush's misuse of the law and encroachment of civil liberties that was supposed to be protected by the Constitution. Remember that little document? Yeah. And apparently in 2005, Bush campaigned openly against Larry Craig and called him a GD traitor, actually said it. When they were trying to get the Patriot Act renewed permanently, Bush was, it says, at a meeting recently, Bush referred to Craig as I can't say what it says in the paper, as a GD traitor, and told the National Republican Senatorial Committee, start recruiting somebody to run against the Idaho senator in 2008. Isn't that special? So Larry Craig gets up and says it's his intent to resign, and guess who steps up and says, you know what you ought to do, Larry? You ought to withdraw your guilty plea and fight this out. Really. Because I, as a former prosecutor, I actually know that this crime that you pleaded guilty to, stupid mistake, you would never have seen the inside of a courtroom if you had just pleaded not guilty. It would have been, even if you didn't show up, it would have just gone away. Moron. Now, on that level alone, he's not fit to be a senator. Showed very bad judgment in the bathroom and in the courtroom. Bad judgment. Not suitable for a Senate job. However, why is it that Arlen Specter, the former prosecutor from Pennsylvania, is saying, I think he should, withdraw his guilty plea and we can vindicate him?
And let me ask you about that, Senator Specter, and both the double standard allegedly involving Senator Vitter, and on the case, on the merits on the Craig case, did he have to go?
I don't think either of them should have been asked to resign. I'd still like to see Senator Craig fight this case. He left himself some daylight, Chris, when he said that he intends to resign in 30 days. I'd like to see Larry Craig go back to court, seek to withdraw his guilty plea, and fight the case. I've had some experience in these kinds of matters since my days as Philadelphia District Attorney, and on the evidence, Senator Craig wouldn't be convicted of anything, and he's got his life on the line, and 27 years in the House and Senate, and I'd like to see him fight the case because I think he could be vindicated.
So we're not done with this. This is going to rear its ugly head for... so hard to talk about it. Hard to talk about it. But we're going to experience more of this conversation, and let's hope it gets to its natural conclusion, which is you cannot claim to be the land of the free if you are going to go on sexual witch hunts because a man turns up gay or because a man is paying for sex outside his marriage. Neither one of them should have to resign. Neither one of them should have to give a press conference and explain how they run their marriages. This should have been a lesson learned in 1998, and alas, it was not. The hypocrisy of them is exactly the problem, and it is that fact that needs to be knocked away from the American discourse. You see countries that can boast about being very free. You see countries that can boast about national health care. You see countries that can boast about their education system and the quality of life. And these countries have women in the window doing knitting, and then if you say, turn on your light, you can make $100 in between the knit and the purl. We are losing our minds. The 21st century, which means it's time to buy Moran or something. Yeah, that story is just making its way into the media. Bush wants to bomb 1,200 targets in Iran. He's not content to do surgical strikes now. No, which would be bad. He wants to take out the Iranian military, hence his declaration that the Quds Force, part of the Iranian military, it's a terrorist group. Yeah. Oh, God, we have problems. We really have problems. But hey, Congress is back. See, I told you we have problems.